again, I don't want to just plug your book,
Thank you.
but
Pre-order now.
when you go on, I'm assuming you're going to go on like talk shows to
If they'll
talk
have
about
me.
this. Okay, so let's say you go on, Seth Meyers, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, Paul, welcome to the show."
Hey,
Uh,
what's up, Seth?
oh, you just want to? Okay, well, let's role play it right now. So, hey, man, I read your book. It's so great, and
First of all, let
I
me
did,
just say something before we talk about my book. You
yeah.
know, a lot of people have been saying stuff about Rob Huebel after he's been convicted. I just want to say I stand
Mm,
by him. You know, I don't
mm,
know what he does in his private life, but as a professional, he's always been kind to me. While I didn't and couldn't stand up for him in a court of law, I will always stand up for him as a friend. I am his Ashton Kutcher. I am his Mila Kunis. You know, I got his back, but I just want you to know that. But so go ahead with your question. I just want you to know that
We're
I
gonna take
got his
a
back.
quick commercial break. Paul will be right back. Paul,
Yeah,
don't
what's up?
don't bring up Rob Huebel. Like he's been fully canceled
Got it. Okay.
uh,
Yeah. Okay. I won't.
after what
Okay.
happened at
All
his
right.
after his
At the
Apple
lake
Vision
house.
his Apple Vision TED Talk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was rough.
Everyone killed themselves in the audience, so please
Oh
don't
my
talk
god.
about that.
Virtually killed themselves, which is actually a lot worse.
They
Um.
virtually killed themselves. So
But
what story are
so
you going to tell stories about this? That's what I want to know. Is like,
yeah.
are you going to do some anecdotes
I think
and
so. Yeah. I don't want to spoil them all here on the Twitch show before we
well,
get out, so I
Paul,
can
there's no
really
such thing. That's like saying if you have a trailer for a movie, you don't show the good stuff.
cheers to you, Rob. Cheers to a
Wait, what is
Friday.
this some sort of product placement thing
It isn't. I
again?
made myself a drink. I am fully cracked out today. I went
Hmm.
to bed at 6:30 in the morning. I woke
No,
up at
you are you
11. Yeah,
serious? What?
yeah.
What were you? Are you
Rob,
partying? Are you back
I
off the
wish.
wagon?
I'm
Hmm.
back off the wagon. I'm living a full life. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've put a
Oh
lot of money
wow.
down on the Super Bowl. If I lose this bet, I'm going to lose my house and my children. Vanilla Ice and Twanch will be gone.
Oh no, you can bet your kids in Las Vegas?
Apparently this is the first year they're opening it up. If you can put them into a pool, and so what I've been able to do is I have Twanch in a an under 10 pool,
Hmm.
and then I have Vanilla Ice in a more athletic kid pool. So for people who want kids with a little bit more athletic prowess, they get, it's a whole system out there. Anyway, I've made some big bets, and I think the Lions are going to take it.
Well,
What?
um, I don't even know how to break this to you, but I don't know. When was the last time you watched football? Like
Well,
how many?
I mean, I've been watching. I mean, everyone's been talking about the Lions,
Yeah, no,
and I think they have what it
great.
takes to
Yeah,
take the 49ers down. And I was watching that game, and they were way up,
yeah,
and I
they
was
were. They
psyched,
were.
and I was like, all right, great, we got it. So I just went right to Vegas, and it was so funny because when I go put my money down, they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever, and I'm like, no, 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 Lions to win the
Oh,
Super Bowl,
well,
and yeah.
I just wish that you'd watch the rest of the game on your DVR because
I didn't need to. It was boring at that point. I was like, all right, over,
yeah,
game over.
uh,
Sports
sports
Bros. What's
bros.
our take?
If
Hot
you
takes
got a
on
hot
Sports
take on sports,
Bros.
you gotta watch Sports
Sports Bros.
Bros. That's a
Whoa!
great opening. Who did that?
Molly,
Molly?
did you do that? Wow, Molly
Wow.
pulling it out. We haven't had a bumper in a long time.
We haven't
We
had a bumper in a long time.
we threw it to you, our audience, to create some stuff, but Molly took it in her own hands.
Hey, guys,
Yeah.
Found
guess
that
what?
moment.
2 bumpers. I'm not going to tell you what the other bumper
Whoa.
is. If it comes
Oh,
up, I will
I hope it's
integrate it
around
in
the
the
web.
show.
I hope it's around the
Oh, I
web.
hope. I hope. I mean, Molly, wow, bring in the heat. I still haven't seen a lot of people on the Discord chiming in with around the web. But I'll tell you this much, Rob.
We
I want
haven't
to.
officially welcomed people to the
Oh yeah,
show.
sure.
I like to, give people the courtesy. We shouldn't assume that everyone watching has watched the show before. So if
No,
you're new, welcome. This is a cult. It's a very large cult. I am God, and Paul is also God, and you have to do whatever we tell you. Um,
there will be
and
a
we also,
sacrifice at one point. We won't tell you when, but you must be ready for it.
yes, and we often discuss who's the boss on this
Yeah,
show.
we do. We try
But
to.
sometimes, well, yeah, that's the umbrella that we We're paid to discuss Who's the Boss. We're the number one Who's the Boss recap show.
Paid for by the wonderful people at Disney and Hulu.
Yeah.
We are paid to discuss Who's the Boss at length. We unfortunately didn't have that much of a chance to do it. We've been running out of time.
Well, we get distracted a lot. We get distracted. We should update people on the con. People are asking about the Boscon. Who's the Boscon is coming up. Last year was a huge success. There were some hiccups, some lawsuits due to some food poisoning
STDs
situations,
were passed.
STDs, and
There were a lot of things.
unwanted pregnancies. Which, by the way, Paul, we should have had our lawyers make us not liable for any unwanted pregnancies. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if people are gonna make love, it's a free country. But why do we have to be
Rob,
held
I
responsible?
Agree. Well, but I think the reason why we're held responsible is because we manufactured the Who's the Boss condoms that said WTB, but when you put it on an erect penis, it was spelled Who's the Boss.
Yeah,
it would go big. And those condoms were faulty. Apparently, somebody call them the colander of condoms is what
I disagree with. Someone brings up a good point in the chat. We should be liable for all of the wanted pregnancies. So look, yeah, if you did get pregnant at Boscon and you decided to have the baby, we're happy to pay for the life forever in perpetuity. We'll pay for the baby's college and private school and whatever you want. So hit us up.
I was going to tell you
so much going on.
Much.
Why were you up so late last night? Were you watching Cosby Show?
I was watching the Cosby Show, and I love Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. There is a chapter in my book, or a section in a chapter of my book about Bill Cosby, and it's when I met him one time. It was a very awkward interaction with me.
Wait, is this a real story? You have a chapter. First of all, I feel like I'm already being tricked into talking about your book, which I did not agree to.
I was going to organically say that the reason why I was up so late, Rob, is this book is never ending. They sent me.
Is it single spaced or double spaced?
Right now it's all on manila yellow pad paper. So we have to get through all.
You got to type it out, Paul. People won't
eventually
read it.
People are. That's the whole thing. I have to write as many pre-orders as I'm getting. I have to write them out. So I'm in the middle of just.
Wait, what did you think the publisher was just going to like Xerox the?
I hope they were. I didn't realize I had to hand write each book, but it's. But I'll tell you this much, Rob.
True. Wait, is this a true story about you? Did you really meet Bill Cosby? Because I don't know.
Yes, in the book, there's a story about me having a very awkward interaction with Bill Cosby.
Recently?
No, when I was a kid.
Okay.
And it was upsetting because I loved Bill Cosby. I don't want to spoil the story, but I loved him, and I got to meet him, and it was very disappointing.
And